today we get to talk about a thing that is really revolutionizing business and every sphere of technology globally, and that is artificial intelligence, or just AI. Hi there, my name is Peter Kakoma, and welcome to yet another episode of Tech That Business. And today we get to talk about a thing that is really revolutionizing business and every sphere of technology globally, and that is artificial intelligence, or just AI. For those of you who are new to this channel, I've been in the tech industry for almost 2 decades now. And for almost 10 years of those, I was running my own business, Kanzo Code Limited, which over the years has grown into 4 tech businesses. So I'm really excited, really stoked to share with you how you can leverage tech in your own business. So what is AI? And there are so many things around it, but at the heart of it really, it's machines being able to do things that were typically reserved for human beings. So things like decision making, things like learning, and problem solving, things that were typically reserved for human beings, and machines are now through AI able to do that. And what does that mean for you as a business? I mean, there are so many ways to look at it, but I'm going to focus on the opportunity. It means that repetitive tasks can be taken off your plate as a business. For a small business, the typical constraints are around budget and around people. And by bringing AI into the equation, it's such a big game changer, because it means that you then get capacity to tap into a resource that helps you take the load off anything that's repetitive, anything that is swallowing a lot of your time. And I'm going to go into a bit of examples here. You can offload that to a machine so that your people, your resources are now being deployed to other things, so you can get more efficiency and do a lot more in your business. I feel that is such a powerful thing for you as a small business, and you shouldn't get left behind on this powerful opportunity. So broadly speaking, what are some of the practical applications of AI in your business? 1, customer service, customer support. So again, as a small business, you'll typically have an individual, a small set of individuals who are there as your team, serving your customers, answering questions. But if you cut through to it, the vast majority of the questions that customers will typically ask are not going to be very different, a considerable percentage of them. And so by bringing AI into the picture, you're able to have a tool that is there that customers can interact with in a human-like conversation. It's answering their questions, and then if they have anything that it cannot answer, then maybe those are the questions that are then offloaded to a human being. That is really powerful, because then you've brought an extra individual, let me say that, or an extra tool into your business that's taking a huge load off the business, but still answering questions well enough for your customers to have a wonderful experience. But if there's things it can't answer, you still offload that to a team. That is really powerful in the customer support side of things. There's a bit more AI can do in customer support, and I do have a video where I go into other things AI can do in customer support for your business. Things like what sentiment analysis, things like personalizing those conversations even further. But for now, I'll focus on just that aspect. AI can just take that load off, answering a lot of the questions that your customers can typically want to ask. And it will be in a human-like conversation, so that shouldn't be a worry. The other thing AI can be applied to in your business is in your marketing and sales. One of the areas will be, you might be wasting money in ineffective ads. And AI can be used to craft better ad copy, analyze data that's coming back from the ads, and help you get much better, much faster at putting out good ads as a business. Again, as a small business, every dollar counts. So more than anyone, you need to be on top of every dollar spent so that you're actually getting the bang for your buck. Yeah, and AI used properly can help you do that. The other aspect is really just you might be spending a lot of time in unqualified leads. So as a business, you have people reaching out to your business that want to check if you have the services that they need. And sometimes this thing is going nowhere because the person who's reached out is just not a good fit for your business. But as a business, you're still going to invest time. People are going to be answering. You're going to have a drawn out sales process. And all of that only to end up to realize that this was not a match made in heaven from the get-go. AI can help you do that. By you training a tool, it can be able to do that qualification of your leads for you, saving you a lot of time on both sides of the equation, so that both parties it can become clearer much faster that this may not be a good fit for you. So it can score the leads for you based on criteria that you give it and train it. So think of it as having a cop, at the door of your business that is courteous and nice and smiling, but they tag a customer and say, is a good fit, a prospect really, is a good fit, might not be a good fit. And then you come in and evaluate the data and move things along much faster. Wouldn't that be awesome for you as a small business? It's really exciting what these things can do for you. The other aspect really is you might be crafting marketing messages that are generic, that are not connecting with your audience, that are not personalized enough. And that stuff AI does really, really well. Personalizing campaigns, crafting better copy. You really have at your disposal, you're able to tap into a marketing expert, so to speak, that can then put out better messages, craft things with your input, of course, with your brand voice. But these messages are likely going to be a lot more powerful if you use AI well for this. So that's in the marketing department. So then in data analysis, what can you use AI for? So we might struggle a bit with crunching through a lot of data and seeing how to make decisions based on it. And AI can help you for that. So you might have data on your web, things coming through on your website. You might have data on your finances as a business. You might have data from inventory, really, purchases in your business. So AI can help you make sense of this data based on what you want to see. It can crunch through huge data sets and give you actionable insights based on it. So it's really, really powerful in that sense. It can also help you determine future sales. Imagine that. So it can prevent things like inventory stockouts. By giving it certain data, it can let you know that these are the things that are being purchased more and give you an idea of which things you need to buy when, and also to forecast for sales based on your historical purchase data. Isn't that amazing? It's like having an expert at your disposal, and by you giving it the right data and asking the right questions, that expert is then able to unlock so much more in your business. So that's in the data analysis side of things. In the operation side of things, you might be spending a lot of time in just coming up with schedules. It could be schedules for your customers. It could be your personal schedule. It could be things around documentation. You might be spending a lot of time after a meeting. You then need to minute what happened in the meeting. You then need to have actions. You then need to send out an invoice. All of that can actually be done for you by AI. Again, as a small business owner, more than anyone, time, money are really of the essence. You have as much as possible to leverage whatever is available to you to become more efficient so that you get a lot more out of the resources that you have. And AI can help you on all those fronts. The automated documentation, or taking minutes in a meeting, summarizing the action points, things around schedule management for meetings, having summaries, all of that. There are tools already that are available for you that can help you in your business in doing that. So in all of this, you might get overwhelmed. I mean, yes, it can do a lot for your business. What I would hate for it to happen is for you not to take any steps to start to leverage it in your business. So in this sea of stuff, where do you start? I would say, one, start by identifying at least one pain point. You could identify a number, but focus on at least one key need in your business. And start with just that one. And then research which AI tools are out there for this particular need. Yeah? And then start small. Try out that new tool. The beauty about many of these tools is some of them have free trials. So start with the free trial and use it to apply it to that particular pain point in your business. And as you do that, focus on tools that are user-friendly and look at what return are you getting for this particular investment. As you try it out, as you use it to maybe take minutes, as you use it for whichever thing it is you apply it to, as you use it for customer support, what feedback are you getting from customers based on it? You want to track the return on the investment that you're putting in bit by bit, but take at least one step, right after this. So remember, AI tools are here just to make things, they're meant to help you in your business. So find a use case and get started. Possible challenges. One of the challenges you might typically run into is finding a use case to start with. And that one, really, you need to get past it by go through the various ones you have, write them down. There are things that, even with all the ideas that I've mentioned, there are things that have come to mind. Write them down. And I even have a bonus for you if you stick through to the end of this video. I'll give you a hack that might help you get past that challenges of finding which challenge should I start by automating. I'll give you a hack at the end of this. The other one is you might not have the data. That's one of the challenge that you might run into. Maybe you don't have a site, or you haven't been keeping track of certain things, and that's one of the challenges you might want to get past. And even that, you might get support. You might find there are experts that you can reach out to help you find which data can you use in your business that you might leverage and put into the AI tool. So for example, for the customer support tool, if you're to go with the customer support route, you will need to feed that tool with the information about your particular product. And so if that's the challenge you're running into, you might need to get some support. And again, in the link at the tail end of this, I'll mention some things you could try to get past that. Another possible challenge you could run into is just understanding what's the possible return on investment from leveraging this particular tool. And for that, again, you might just need to start with a free trial. Many of these have free trials. And as you see a return, you can then take it a notch higher. And another possible challenge is change management, because at the end of the day, it's not just about throwing a tool into the business. There are already individuals that are doing the work that this tool is meant to come in and support. So look at there has to be some a process around managing the change, managing expectations. And at the end of the day, these tools are not here to replace. They're here to enhance, and those who leverage them will actually be able to do more much faster and also get better at a different skill, because now they get a new skill different from what was probably the thing that was taking up a lot of their time. So this space is growing really, really, really fast. And what does the future look like? There are going to be more and more tools released. And even those that are already out there are going to get more and more user-friendly. It's still a fairly new space, especially coming from a place where the cost of AI tools was really high and it was typically reserved for the big businesses. But these past few years have seen a rapid advancement of tools that are making this thing accessible for you as a small business. So we're going to see more specialized tools come up. We're going to see enhanced user experiences. As I say, the UI is becoming a bit easier for you to use as a business. We're also going to see more integrations. Your accounting platform is going to have more AI in it. Your budget tracking software, all of these various tools that we already use in our businesses are going to take up and have a lot more integration. with AI. And for you who are stuck through all the way to the very end of this video, I reserved this for the very end. I specifically didn't get into tools in this particular video because the tools are changing very, very fast. But I have something really, really awesome for you. If you follow the link in the description, you'll be able to go and get a downloadable guide from my site where I share a list of tools in every one of these areas that can help you as a business get started. And I did it this way because these tools are changing, and I want to ensure that even beyond the lifespan of this particular video, you're going to get an up-to-date set of tools that will help you in the various aspects. More than that, I've gone a step further, and we have what we call the TechThatBusiness Advisor. And it's an AI tool. Wonderful. So it's an AI tool you'll be able to go to. It will ask you a few questions, and based on your questions and the challenge you're running into, it will also advise you on tools you could consider using in your business. And then lastly, if you'd like a consultation, that's available as well in the description. You can reach out and we'll be happy to jump on a call, give you an in-depth analysis, listen to what you're going through, and give you feedback on what you could consider specifically tailored to your business. That's it for today. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Tech That Business. If you're interested in leveraging tech in your business, subscribe if you've not already subscribed. Like this video if you derived value from it, or if there's anything else you'd like to comment about this, go right ahead and comment in the comments. Where else would you comment? Thank you. Till next time.